Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the I don't even know what to call it at this point. Make.com series. Let's just go with it. So, today we're actually going to be adding Make.com integration into the website. So, I've gone ahead and added a little bit of code here that will allow us to link a webhook directly into our website. Here's the consultations page. That's the first one we're going to be going over, right? And so this little webhook here will allow us to send data from the form into a file that Make.com can interpret, and then we can use that data to create our flow. Now, the data is going to be sent primarily as a string, and what it's needed is a custom webhook. Now, you can go to the very beginning of your Make.com flow here, click on webhooks down here, and when you do, it will give you a custom webhook link right here. So that is the one that I have attached right here. And yeah, that's everything we need to get started. Now, the file will be formatted into JSON and the variables will be predefined. So what you'll see here, you can't see it now, but what you'll see here is that the information has been split into various variables, including date, email address, and name. The second thing is that the CRM I've decided upon will be ClickUp. I've already gone ahead and had the liberty of setting up a couple of lists and workspaces. So one thing you need to keep in mind when you're using Make.com is that Make.com cannot add or delete fields. Thus, you have to set up the fields and have them predefined in ClickUp beforehand. And then from there, you can map them directly onto your various variables in Make.com. So for consultations, the three main fields that we have are name, email address, and consultation date. We have email address because I want to send follow-up emails once a consultation has been booked, as well as potentially any other type of follow-up email in case either someone comes late, they miss a consultation, or even just sending emails in the days leading up to a consultation. So we're going to need two set variables functions here, and basically these are going to take one of the main and most problematic variables here, which is time, and convert them into a format that ClickUp itself can actually accept. The first thing we're going to be doing is parsing this. Because the original JSON file stores them as string, we need to convert them into a format that Make.com can understand. Here we have the various formats that we can save it in. These are date-time formats. Next, this is the ClickUp time. And now we're going to be formatting the data. We're going to format it into the ClickUp format so that it can accept the time. The primary difference between Make.com and ClickUp is that ClickUp accepts seconds as well as time zone. Z here is the time zone, the default one is UTC. Okay, now let's add the ClickUp module. Now we have to simply map everything to where it's supposed to go. Move down and we have the custom fields. And then we're going to use the ClickUp time here. And so let's go ahead and try it out right now just to test it. Here we have our consultation page that we can use to input our information. And everything seems to be working perfectly. Let's go to ClickUp and check. And here it is, we have the consultation date. we have the email address, we have the name. So that's everything set up. Next thing, let's set up the email. I'm going to be using ChatGPT to generate an email. From here, we can choose a specific version of ChatGPT that we're going to be using. I personally prefer O4 Mini. The first message, we need to tell the system who it is and what it's doing. This is exactly what the user is going to be sending it. So imagine the same way you use like your chat on ChatGPT, it's very similar to that. This is going to be an example of the kind of data that it should expect. We're going to give an example of exactly what kind of response we'd be looking for. We're not including a subject because it can be predefined on the email module. So next we simply need to create one more message that is going to include the actual data, the live updated data. That is the ChatGPT prompt completed. Basically what's going to happen with this last piece is that every time that the flow iterates, it's going to go through all of the sequences, but what's going to change here is this content here. Because we're going to be giving it different inputs, we need this content specifically to change each time for the various different inputs and emails that are going to be sent out. So I've connected my Google account to the email module here. Now the email module is by far the easiest module that we're going to be setting up. It's very simple. Here we're going to predefine a subject. I'm going to use plain text here because we're going to be taking our content from the HTML result. We also need a recipient, actually. So that's everything saved, and let's try and test it out right now. And there we go. Now let's go to the email address and check if it's actually sent. And there it is. The email sent and everything. Now let's check our ClickUp to see if it's been updated. Everything perfectly set up. And that's how you add make.com integration into your website.